In third lecture about aldehyde and ketone, today we are going to discuss one more important topic, and that topic is the properties of aldehyde and ketone. Properties of aldehyde and ketone. And first question might be there regarding their boiling point. The boiling point of aldehyde and ketone are lesser than corresponding alcohols. Why? Question might be there. The boiling point of aldehyde and ketone are lesser than corresponding alcohols. Why? The reason for that is that because alcohols can form stronger hydrogen bonding, but aldehyde and ketone cannot do so. Next question may be, out of aldehyde and ketone which is having higher boiling point, then our answer will be aldehyde is having higher boiling point due to more polar nature. After this, we have to discuss about their chemical properties. And generally, aldehyde and ketone will show 5 types of reactions. Generally, aldehyde and ketone will show 5 types of reactions, and the first one is nucleophilic addition reaction. First one is nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. So, first question will be there, why aldehyde and ketone will show nucleophilic addition reaction? Then answer for this will be, the aldehyde and ketone will show nucleophilic addition reaction due to negative electromagnetic effect. Due to negative electromagnetic effect, and the reactivity of nucleophilic addition reaction will depend on 2 factors, and the first one is inductive effect. First one is inductive effect. So, more will be electron leaching group. More will be electron leaching group. Lesser will be the reactivity for nucleophilic addition. Lesser will be reactivity for nucleophilic addition. Second is steric hindrance. Second is steric hindrance. So, more will be the bulkier group, lesser will be the reactivity for nucleophilic addition reaction. So, the first reaction they will show nucleophilic addition, and the nucleophilic addition reaction will depend on 2 factors. One is inductive effect, more electron leaching group, lesser reactivity, and the second one is steric hindrance, more bulkier group, lesser will be the reactivity. Hence, question might be there, out of aldehyde and ketone, which is more reactive for nucleophilic addition, and why? Of aldehyde and ketone, which is more reactive for nucleophilic addition, and why? Then our answer will be aldehyde is more reactive than ketone for nucleophilic addition reaction due to steric hindrance and inductive effect. Or the second question might be there, arrange HCHO, CH3CHO, CH3COCH3, CH3, CH2, COCH3 in increasing order of reactivity for nucleophilic addition reaction. As I have mentioned, more will be the bulkier group, lesser will be the reactivity. Hence, reactivity order follows: butane 2-one is least reactive, then acetone, then acetaldehyde, and most reactive will be formaldehyde. Because more bulkier group, lesser reactivity I have mentioned, or we can say that more electron leaching group, lesser will be the reactivity. After this, we have to discuss about the mechanism of nucleophilic addition. The nucleophilic addition reaction take place in two steps itself. The nucleophilic addition reaction take place in two steps, and the first one is the slow step. First one is the slow step, and in this step the electromagnetic effect take place, due to which oxygen should have negative charge and carbon should have positive charge. Hence a nucleophile should attack and it goes to carbon, and oxygen should have negative charge. So the nucleophile attacks with carbon. Second step is the fast step, and here addition of proton take place. Fast step, so addition of the proton take place. O negative Nu plus H positive, so we will get OH Nu. So during nucleophilic addition, we have to keep it in mind, the negative part of the attacking reagent goes to carbon, while the positive part goes to oxygen. Now we have to discuss few example of nucleophilic addition reaction, and the first example is addition of HCN. Addition of HCN. First nucleophilic addition reaction is addition of HCN, and due to it we will get the cyanohydrine as a product. Any carbonyl compound will be there. In presence of HCN, the negative part goes to carbon and positive part goes to oxygen, and this compound is commonly named as cyanohydrine. And this cyanohydrine on hydrolysis in acidic medium will produce 2-hydroxycarboxylic acid as a product. 2-hydroxycarboxylic acid as a product. For example, if acetaldehyde is reacted with HCN and followed by hydrolysis, acetaldehyde react with HCN first to give you 2-hydroxypropane nitrile, 2-hydroxypropane nitrile, and which on hydrolysis with water in dilute HCl will give you 2-hydroxypropanoic acid or lactic acid. 2-hydroxypropanoic acid or lactic acid. This question might be asked in your exam. Convert acetaldehyde into lactic acid or 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. For that, first add HCN, and due to which H will go to oxygen and Cn will go to carbon, we will get cyanohydrine or 2-hydroxypropane nitrile, which on hydrolysis give you 2-hydroxypropanoic acid, which is also known as lactic acid. Similarly, we can do with acetone. In case of acetone, the product form will be 2-hydroxy-2-methyl-propanoic acid. Same way the reaction might proceed. CH3, COH, C is having Cn, then CH3. Hydrolyze it with water in dilute HCl. Then the product form will be 2-hydroxy-2-methyl-propanoic acid. 2-hydroxy-2-methyl-propanoic acid. I hope you understand this reaction, and this reaction is example of nucleophilic addition. Next one is addition of sodium bisulfite. Addition of sodium bisulfite. And sodium bisulfite is used for purification of aldehyde and ketone. Sodium bisulfite is used for purification of aldehyde and ketone. Any aldehyde or ketone will be there. Sodium bisulfite is NaHSO3. H will go to O and SO3Na will go to carbon. A nucleophilic addition compound is formed, and this react with NaOH to give the pure aldehyde and ketone plus Na2SO3 plus H2. So sodium bisulfite is used for purification of aldehyde and ketones. For example, acetaldehyde is there, and when acetaldehyde react with sodium bisulfite, the nucleophilic addition take place. CH3CH OH SO3Na, and this can react with NaOH to give pure acetaldehyde plus sodium sulfite plus water. Next, Example of nucleophilic addition reaction will be addition of alcohols. Addition of alcohol. Same way the reaction might proceed. First, acetaldehyde will form hemiacetal and then it will form acetal. Any alcohol will be there. It undergoes addition in same way. H goes to oxygen, group goes to carbon, then it again react with alcohol to give you R, C, H, OR dash, OR dash. The first product formed is hemiacetal and the final product form is acetal. But for ketone, the ketal is directly formed, not hemiketal is formed. Ketone will react with alcohol directly to form the ketal. They cannot form hemiketal. Ketone cannot form hemiketal, but they directly will form ketal. Next reaction will be addition of ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol is used for protection of the carbonyl group. Ethylene glycol is used for protection of the carbonyl group. Any carbonyl group can react with ethylene glycol to form cyclic acetal or cyclic ketal as a product. Any aldehyde or ketone react with ethylene glycol to produce cyclic acetal or cyclic ketal as a product. For example, acetaldehyde react with ethylene glycol to give you cyclic acetal or cyclic ketal as a product. Hence, it is used for protection of the carbonyl group. Next one I am going to discuss, those are very important reaction. You might have discussed in previous chapters also, and that is the addition of Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis. Addition of Grignard reagent followed by hydrolysis. It is a very important reaction. By this we can convert aldehyde into alcohols. If formaldehyde will be there, then we will get primary alcohol. Any other aldehyde will be there, then we will get secondary alcohol. If ketone will be there, then we will get tertiary alcohol. Alkane nitrile will be there, then we will get ketone. And dry ice will be there, then we will get carboxylic acid. I am writing down the reaction. As we know, the formula of Grignard reagent is RMGX, prepared by a French chemist, Victor Grignard, and for that he has received the Nobel Prize. When formaldehyde is added to it, the nucleophilic addition will take place. O should have negative charge, carbon should have positive charge. Here inductive effect R negative, Mg positive. So positive will go to negative and negative will go to positive. So we will get OMgX, H, R goes to carbon, and this on hydrolysis will give you primary alcohol as a product. Formaldehyde will give you primary alcohol. Any other aldehyde will be there. Any other aldehyde will be there, then we will get secondary alcohol. Any other aldehyde will be there, then we will get secondary alcohol as a product. If ketone will be there, then we will get tertiary alcohol as a product. If ketone will be there, then we will get tertiary alcohol as a product. If alkane nitrile will be there, then we will get ketone as a product. Alkane nitrile will be there, then we will get ketone as a product. And if dry ice will be there, dry ice means solid CO2, then we will get carboxylic acid as a product. Dry ice means dry solid CO2, and this on hydrolysis give carboxylic acid as a product. These are 5 conversions which are most important and may be asked in your exams. I am discussing few examples. The first one is convert. First question I am taking, convert formaldehyde into ethyl alcohol. First question is there, convert formaldehyde into ethyl alcohol. Formaldehyde into ethyl alcohol. So for conversions, first write down the formula, then we will get idea what we have to add or subtract. Formaldehyde is there, HCHO. We have to increase one carbon, so add CH3 MgBr to it. The nucleophilic addition take place, HCO MgBr, HCH3, and this on hydrolysis give you ethyl alcohol as a product. Give you ethyl alcohol as a product. Second question might be there, convert acetaldehyde into isopropyl alcohol. Convert acetaldehyde into isopropyl alcohol. Acetaldehyde into isopropyl alcohol. Formula of acetaldehyde is CH3CHO. We have to increase one carbon, so add CH3 MgBr to it. The nucleophilic addition take place, and due to which the product form will be CH3 CO MgBr HCH3, and this on hydrolysis give you isopropyl alcohol, means propane 2-ol as a product. Propane 2-ol as a product. Third question might be, convert acetone into tertiary butyl alcohol. Most important one, generally asked in your exams. Acetone into tertiary butyl alcohol or 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Tertiary butyl alcohol or 2-methyl propane 2-ol. For acetone, formula will be CH3COCH3. We have to increase one carbon, so add CH3 MgBr to it. The nucleophilic addition take place, CH3 CO MgBr, CH3, then hydrolyze it. On hydrolysis, it will give you 2-methyl propane 2-ol as a product or tertiary butyl alcohol as a product. Fourth question might be, convert ethane nitrile into acetone. Ethane nitrile into acetone. For ethane nitrile, formula is CH3CN. We have to increase one carbon, then add CH3 MgBr to it. The nucleophilic addition take place, CH3 CH3 double bond N MgBr. Then hydrolyze it with water. Then the product form will be acetone plus ammonia plus MgOH/Br. Fifth will be convert dry ice into ethanoic acid. Same way we may proceed. For dry ice, formula is solid CO2. We have to increase one carbon. So to dry ice, add CH3 MgBr. The nucleophilic addition take place. O double bond C CH3 O MgBr. Then hydrolyze it with water. Then the product form will be ethanoic acid. I hope you understand. These questions might be there in your exams. All these are the example of nucleophilic addition. Next reaction we are going to discuss are nucleophilic addition reaction followed by elimination of water. Nucleophilic addition reaction followed by elimination of water, or we can say that addition of ammonia and its derivative. Addition of ammonia and its derivative. For that I have mentioned the mechanism might be like this. C double bond of ammonia derivative will be there, NH2G. For that H goes to O and rest part goes to carbon, NHG. Then water removal take place and the final product form will be C double bond Ng. Or we can directly say that to remove water, take oxygen from aldehyde and ketone part and H2 from ammonia part. The product form will be C double bond Ng, like 2,4-DNP test. The first one is reaction with ammonia. First reaction is reaction with ammonia. With ammonia, the product form will be imine. With ammonia, the product form will be imine. Any aldehyde and ketone will be there, and when ammonia is added to it, water get removed and the product form will be C double bond NH plus H2O, and this reaction is known as, this product form is known as imine. Same way, second is reaction with hydroxylamine. Reaction with hydroxylamine. Hydroxylamine has formula NH2OH. Any aldehyde or ketone will be there and it can react with hydroxylamine to produce oxime as a product. And for aldehyde, it will be aldoxime, and for ketone, it is known as ketoxime. For aldehyde, it is known as ketoxime, and for aldehyde, it will be aldoxime, and for ketone, it will be ketoxime. And these oximes will show geometrical isomerism, as you might have discussed in your +1 class or GOC. The oximes will show geometrical isomerism. For aldoxime, if H and OH are on same side, then it will be syn form. And if H and OH are on opposite side, then it will be your antiform. HOH, same side syn form. H and OH are on opposite side, it will be antiform. But for aldehyde ketones, both aldoxime and anti and syn form are present. OH is here, syn to R dash and anti to R, and to find this we can use Bachmann rearrangement reaction. In Bachmann rearrangement reaction, when a ketoxime is heated with concentrated H2SO4, the product form will be a substituted amide, and for that the anti group should migrate to nitrogen. Keep it in mind, the anti group migrate to nitrogen. For ketoxime, the anti group migrate to nitrogen, and this reaction is known as Bachmann rearrangement reaction. After this, third type of addition followed by elimination is addition of hydrazine. Addition of hydrazine. Aldehyde and ketones can react with hydrazine to produce hydrazone as a product. Same way we may proceed. H2 from ammonia and O from oxygen, and removal of water take place, due to which the product form will be hydrazone. I hope you are understanding. For nucleophilic addition and elimination, first take O from aldehyde ketone and H2 from ammonia part and remove the water. Next one is addition of phenylhydrazine. Addition of phenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine has formula benzene having NH, NH2 group over it, that is known as phenylhydrazine. Same way we may proceed. Aldehyde and ketone, it can react with phenylhydrazine, NH, NH2, remove water, and then add rest of the part. C double bond N NH C6H5. The product form is known as hydrazone. Product form is known as hydrazone. I am doing simple thing. From aldehyde part I am taking oxygen. From ammonia part I am taking H2 and removal of water take place, and then I have to add the group with double bond. Next one is addition of 2,4-DNP. Addition of 2,4-DNP. I have explained earlier also. 2,4-DNP stands for 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine or Breeder's reagent. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine or Breeder's reagent, and it is used for detection of the carbonyl group. The carbonyl group can react with 2,4-DNP in presence of ethyl alcohol to produce the yellow precipitate of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Same way I have to do. From aldehyde and ketone I have to take O. From ammonia part I have to take H2. Removal of water take place and rest is added with double bond. C double bond N NH. Then benzene ring is there, and at 2 and 4th position NO2 group is present, and that is having yellow precipitate. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. And the last one is addition of semicarbazide. Formula of semicarbazide is NH2 NH CO NH2. Semicarbazide has formula NH2 NH CO NH2. There are two NH2 group, but only one can react with aldehyde and ketone due to resonance. There are two NH2 group, but only one can react with aldehyde and ketone. The group attached with NH or hydrazine bond, then that can react to produce semicarbazone as a product. Semicarbazone as a product. NH CO NH2. All these reactions I have discussed are the example of addition elimination. First addition take place and then the removal of water take place. After this, we have to discuss the reduction reactions of aldehyde and ketone. First we have discussed nucleophilic addition, then we have discussed nucleophilic addition followed by elimination of water, and the third one are reduction reaction. Third one are reduction reaction of aldehyde and ketone. As far as the reduction reaction are concerned, the aldehyde and ketone will show two types of reduction. One is complete reduction and the second one is partial reduction. The aldehyde and ketone can show two types of reduction. One is partial reduction and the second one is complete reduction. For partial reduction, the reducing agent used can be lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride or sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol. For partial reduction, the reducing agent can be lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride or sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol. And the aldehyde will produce primary alcohol and ketone will produce secondary alcohol. Aldehyde will produce primary alcohol and ketone will produce secondary alcohol with lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride or sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol. There might be questions regarding the conversions. The first one is partial reduction. For aldehyde, formula is RCHO. It can react with lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. Two nascent hydrogen will be there in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride or sodium in ethyl alcohol to give you primary alcohol as a product. And this reaction can be reversed in direction with the help of copper tube at 573 Kelvin. So these conversions might be there in exam. Aldehyde on partial reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride or sodium in alcohol will give alcohol primary, and primary alcohol on passing through copper tube at 573 Kelvin will give aldehyde as a product. Similarly, ketone ketones on partial reduction with lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride or sodium in ethyl alcohol will give you secondary alcohol as a product, and this secondary alcohol on passing through copper tube at 573 Kelvin will give you ketone. These 4 conversions might be there in exam. Question might be there, convert ethyl alcohol into acetaldehyde. For that we have to pass it through copper tube at 573 Kelvin. Similarly, question might be there, convert acetaldehyde into ethyl alcohol. For that we have to reduce with lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride or sodium in alcohol. Similarly, question might be there, convert isopropyl alcohol into acetone. For that pass it through copper tube at 573 Kelvin. Similarly, question might be there, convert acetone into isopropyl alcohol. For that reduce in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. And the next reduction is complete reduction. And for complete reduction, the product form will be alkane. For complete reduction of aldehyde and ketone, the product form will be alkane. For example, the first one is Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. Generally, question might be there in exam. Write note on Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. In Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction, the aldehyde and ketone will first react with hydrazine, NH2 NH2. I have mentioned they will give you hydrazone, C double bond and NH2, and that can react with KOH to give you an alkane as a product. Plus nitrogen as a product. Next one is Clemmensen reduction. In Clemmensen reduction, aldehyde and ketone will react with zinc amalgam in presence of HCl. To give you an alkane as a product. In Clemmensen reduction, aldehyde and ketone on reduction with zinc amalgam in HCl to give alkane as a product. And the third one is reaction with Hi in red phosphorus. Aldehyde and ketone can react with Hi in presence of red phosphorus to give you an alkane as a product. I hope you understand today whatsoever I have taught. It is very important topic for your board exam as well as competitive exam. If any doubt is there, then you can send it through my WhatsApp number 9728035202. Till then, thank you. Stay connected, stay healthy. Tomorrow we will finish the aldehyde and ketone part, and then we will finish the carboxylic acid also. Thank you. Stay connected, stay healthy.